The Rockets are 8-4, and are Tari Eason and Amen Thompson starters? Let's talk about it. How's it going, everyone? As if you see, it is me, the GM, JP, and I'm here with the big oos, DJ.
So
The commish is not here. He is on the IL. He's gone.
it's none of your business where you at either.
Yeah. He's injured.
Facts.
He's injured on an airplane.
It's crazy.
But yes. So it is us today. If you guys miss him, sorry. You're gonna get a better show.
Yeah.
Just my apologies.
Did you just throw a slug?
But yes, welcome to the Summit State of Mind. It is me and DJ, and we are here to chat about your 8-4 Houston Rockets.
8-4.
8-4. Isn't it crazy? We have a better record than the Houston Texans. I had to talk about it. I had to say it. I had to.
I just got over the game. Dude.
I
What
know.
Are you doing?
I know, man. But I wasn't expecting it. 8-4 is a lot better than I anticipated. I'm not even gonna lie.
I think last year we were like 6-3, 7-3. I think.
Dude, we started not too
yeah,
hot.
not-
I mean, we literally didn't win a road game until December.
Yeah.
So we're midway through November. We wouldn't have won a single away game just yet. But we're here, and we're fifth in the Western Conference. So I'm gonna say this: stop the count, like right now.
Start the playoffs right now, man. Let's
Yeah,
do
you
it.
already know.
Who we play? Who's the first seed?
I don't
Denver?
remember. I saw the tweet on Brad's. On Brad's Twitter.
I'm pretty sure it's Denver. If I take it right now, it's Denver.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, if we take Denver today, we're taking them in 6 games. I see
Yep.
you, Nikola Jokic. I see you, Michael Porter Jr. Yeah. You ain't doing shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Not worried about y'all.
No, but
No.
seriously, the Rockets played last night. We ended up beating the Clippers. It was a homecoming for James Harden. And
for others.
I mean, he had a really great first quarter overall. You saw that. We saw the
Yeah,
game.
so-
You watched the game.
Yeah, until Tari came in and locked that ass down, man.
Let me tell you, man, Amen and Tari have just been on an absolute tear the past, just to start the season. We've seen Tari Eason. He started out a little slow, but to see that the way that he's performed, his effort on the floor, on the defensive end and the offensive end, we all saw how he played against Golden State.
Yep.
And since then, he's just been on an absolute tear. He's been shooting the ball so well. And everyone's been talking about Amen Thompson and how he's potentially going to be an all-defensive player this year, just based on how he's played.
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna be completely honest with you, like I mentioned in the beginning, Amen and Tari as starters. I have to know what's on your mind. How do you feel about it?
What's on my mind is I think they should be starters as well. It's just like I know if we move, the most obvious two to the bench,
Yeah.
they probably gonna be in their feelings. I'm not.
I mean, we know Fred VanVleet.
Fred and
Jabari,
Jabari.
yeah.
And I think Jabari should take this as a wake up call, saying, "Hey, I see that even though he's my boy, I see how he playing better than me. I need to pick the slack up." Fred, he's kind of wishy washy. He's kind of up and down on most nights, but it's gonna be a time where Fred has to sit and Amen has to take over that role. And those are honestly the two perfect players to take over that starting role in the lineup.
No, I completely agree. I mean, we've seen the struggles of Fred.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen it. And I know I criticized Udoka about this. I said, hey, you bench guys like Jalen and Sengun when they're not playing well.
Mhm.
Like, I know you see Fred not playing well, just chucking, stuff up out there. You might want to, sit him down. But, that's just me. I'm not speaking for nobody else. This is the words of me.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, I think they're two of the most obvious and, perfect answers for that starting role. Because if you would have seen the matchup stats they had with James Harden
Yeah.
last night, and I got it right here, Amen, when he guarded James, was 1 for 5. James was 1 for 5,
Mhm.
and he had 2 points. And when James was guarded by Tari Eason, 0 for 3, 0 points.
So that's total 1 for 8.
1 for 8,
With-
2
okay.
points.
That says a lot. And I
Mind-
mean,
yes,
those are
mind
the
you.
kind of wing defenders that always gave James Harden trouble all throughout the years.
Yeah.
We've seen the kind of defenders that he struggled against as a Houston Rocket. One like PJ Tucker,
Yeah.
who was a former Rocket as well. Like when he was in Phoenix, he guarded him so well. That's one of the things that I like to see, especially with Amen and Tari. those are the kind of guys that you want going into battle with you.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that when you're battling for Rome, you want next to your left and right side. Let's just be real here. You know,
I'm saying if I'm building a War Games team, I want them to.
oh, hell yeah. See, there you go. There you go. See, I like that. I like that. Those are definitely the guys that you're going to go to fight with. You're going to take them and Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll probably knock out whomever.
For sure. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think, yeah, they're like the definition of Ime Udoka guys.
Yeah. No,
hard-nosed, gritty
agree.
guys on defense that can also produce on the offensive end, a.k.a. like how I was in Boston, Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Like, and if he would have stayed, you know, Derek White would have been a good answer to Drew Holiday. You know, those type of guys. Their impact is felt when they're in the game.
Absolutely.
And when they're not, you know, it's just a major difference because there are lineups with those two.
Yeah.
And like the offensive rating and defensive rating, it looks like
it's like plus 30, plus 40.
Yeah, like it's like night and day when they're not in the game. So
yeah,
they're I love them.
Yeah, I think for Ime, I understand why Fred is gonna end up, you know, as a starter still. The guy's making $45 million a year.
He's a vet.
I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
When it comes to Jabari, he's the number 3 overall pick. That's something that the team doesn't take lightly. They want to figure out what they have. When it comes to Tari and Amen, yes, they can be starters now, but for me, I'm okay with still them coming off the bench. But what I don't want is for them their minutes to be limited. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Their effectiveness on the court has been felt
Yeah.
all throughout the season already through 12 games. Everybody knows what they bring to the table, and everybody sees how they affect the game. It's just a matter of managing the minutes and putting them in the best possible situations, especially closing. I know that we've had a lot of issues with Ime in terms of his rotations. We've seen it with his offense.
Schemes,
The fourth quarter, he's made some questionable choices. We've all seen it.
Yeah, because like last night, Jalen played the whole fourth quarter, and what Jalen started to do was, I'm just starting like he just kept chucking.
he kind of tried to like
forcing.
do a little bit much. Yes,
and that made his field goal percentage and all his true shooting stuff, whatever. You know, made it look like
we're gonna go strictly statistics.
When it made you look like, oh, okay, he's just a regular old shot chucking efficiency, whatever. You know, whatever. But like, despite that fourth quarter, if you just look at those 3 quarters and him not being like dependent on that 3 ball, he was playing really good.
Yeah, I mean the third quarter he played really well.
Yeah, I know
he was one of the reasons why we were able to expand the lead to 19.
Yeah, because I know he was like I said, he was slow starting the first half. He was still finding his rhythm, but that third quarter came, boom, the lead goes up, and then he just played that whole fourth quarter. And I know he had timeouts in between, but. No, you can't do that, man. I need Jalen to like at least get some rest. You could have brought in Reed Shepard. I would have took an Air Holiday because we were up by a lot. So
I mean we were up by we were up by a big amount, and they cut the lead to what, like 5?
I think 5 or 4. I think it was close to 2. It was close to because we were trolling.
Yeah,
we were trolling.
It was down. We were up 2 when LP ended up getting that big dunk.
Yeah,
and then kind of like got the crowd up and kind of brought the energy into the game.
Our biggest lead was 19. Yeah.
So. No, I mean overall. Like, that's kind of the way that we feel in terms of just the overall aspect of the game. Like, I just believe that as long as Tari and Amen play starters minutes, they don't need to be starters per se. I would say as long as they play minutes that matter. And for Jabari and Fred, it would be like a game-by-game basis.
Yeah.
We've had games where we've seen Fred play decently well. And we've had, like, a game or two where Jabari's kind of made an effect shooting-wise. Sorry, Ken. I know that you love Jabari, and I know that you're the Bari guy, but
I feel bad for Ken because I know he want him to succeed, but he's been like.
Well, I mean, he's got the right. He's got the height. He's got the athleticism. He's got a lot of the package in what you want in terms of like a really good role player, but he just hasn't been the guy.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's move on. Let's move forward. The Rockets have been playing well, but we've also struggled a little bit. When it pertains to the offense, a lot of fans have noticed that Ime Udoka hasn't done a great job in terms of our offense. DJ, I'm going to shoot this right back to you, man. Like, I want to know how you feel and your opinion in terms of Ime Udoka's offensive calling for the games. I mean, I don't think that we should be calling for his job right
No, no,
He's done a
no.
good job of building this culture. We're literally a defensive monster that's kind of like starting to blossom. But offensively, we've been a little mid. How you feel about it, man?
I want him to figure out what else he wants to do with this offense.
Yeah.
We're too pick and roll reliant.
Yeah.
And the film is already out there on us. Last season, they didn't know. You know, first year Fred on the team, first year Dylan on the team. Plus, you got an LP breakout. Right? Now the film is out there on us. They know, hey, they're going to be spamming that pick and roll at the top of the key. And if they can't get that, they're going to find Sengun in the post somewhere and let him make a play.
Yeah.
I need. What was the question you asked? How do I feel about it?
How do you feel about it? This is a safe space.
I'm frustrated.
We're here to talk about it.
I'm a little frustrated because, and I'm not, and like I said, I'm not calling for this man's job. No,
I agree.
Hell no.
I completely agree.
This is like, no matter what y'all say about this man's offense, this is a complete, total upgrade from Mr. Silas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling for this man's job. All I'm just saying is, I would like to see more offensive sets. I would like to see more offense, like, more plays.
Yeah.
More plays to get Jalen going, more plays to get Jabari going. Because, you see him struggling. Like, find him Jabari in the post somewhere, Get Jalen going, when there's nights and he can't get it going. I don't know. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating. I want to see better on the offensive side because I think we were like top 10 in offensive efficiency or rating, in offensive rating. I think just like last week or the past 2 weeks.
That's a lie. I'm not saying the rankings a lie. The eye test says completely different.
The eye test like different,
Yeah.
But I think it came out this week. I saw some stats and said, bro, you weren't even on the list for the offensive rating or efficiency, whatever it was. I think it was on NBA University X account, Twitter account, whatever you want to call it. But dude, eye test. It looks stagnant at times, and it just doesn't look good. I think the game where Fred didn't play was the Wizards.
Man, I don't remember.
Yeah, probably.
It may have been the Wizards. Yeah,
I think our offense looked, even though we had like a lot of turnovers that game, it looked faster. It looked like, boom, let's get into it. We're not waiting for Fred to bring the ball up the court, and that's one thing I didn't get too. Like, why are we like Fred should know? Hey, I got fast guys on my team. I need to come up the court and get this shit going.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah, I'm a little frustrated, but I'm not sitting here saying fire Udoka. Fuck no. Fuck no. We're going to be looking for another head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to find a better head coach with a better offensive, philosophy, but ain't nobody coaching defense like he is, man. Like, goddamn, we're top three. We're top 3 defensive team in the league. I wouldn't. Yeah. No, fuck no. Fuck
no, I agree. I think he's done a great job adjusting the culture and allowing these players to thrive in a different type of environment, considering where they came from. I mean, I don't want to say that Silas was terrible. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just a matter of that he was set to fail. There's a stark difference, right?
I hated Silas. I still hate you.
I get it. I'm just trying to be respectful here, DJ. I'm trying to be a nice human being.
Horrible. Horrible. And honestly, we were tanking, but damn.
But I mean, I'm gonna be real here. The thing, like the issues offensively, like we've stated on past episodes, spamming Fred and LP pick and roll.
It's not just that.
Dude, I mean, there's too much film there, and I hate to say this, but you've noticed it where Fred has definitely lost a step. He's gotten a little bit older, and that's just one of those things of where you see it. It no matter what stats say, the eye test will tell you that he's not the same dude.
He's not.
And it's okay. And when you said, like, we're trying to pick up the pace here, when he's off the floor, the pace is really high.
It's fast as shit.
And if you noticed, Fred, sometimes he'll get the ball to Jalen on the break. He'll let him bring the ball up. I think that once Fred kind of lets go of the keys and hands over the keys over to Jalen, I think that Jalen is our primary ball handler. I do want to see a little bit more of the Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün pick and roll. There's a lot more to be desired in terms of seeing that and the effectiveness, because it's done a pretty decent job so far. Yeah. But we just kind of want to see more of the trust for him. Yeah. And what you're saying with Jabari, with Jabari, there's a lot of, I think there might be some mechanical issues with the shot, But
Because he wasn't like leaving last night. He had like 2 wide open threes. He didn't hit that shit.
I feel like based on what I've seen is like his arc is kind of a little bit more flat
Yeah.
compared to the years past. That might be a mechanical thing. I don't know. I mean, who's the shooting coach again?
I think it's Ben Sullivan.
Ben
Sullivan.
Sullivan.
Yeah.
Ben Sullivan, man.
Shot
You're getting
knocker.
paid to be the wizard of shooting. Let's make something happen with Jabari.
Yeah, please help Jabari. 'Cause
I'm not calling you out, brother.
No.
You know, like we just want a better overall team. We know that there's a lot of potential for these guys, and we do believe that with the right adjustments, there can be a much better team. We're on a 54-win pace currently.
Yeah.
I mean, let's think about that. They're on a 54-win pace. I called 51 wins. I was called a little crazy, and I do feel a little crazy. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think I said 48. I might be wrong.
I think you said 50.
It might be 50 on the day.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
It might be 50.
And Kenny said 48. So we're like all kind of like
Oh,
right
yeah,
around the
yeah. I
same,
said 50.
around the same, you know, on the same barrier, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
But overall, I think Ime has done a good job in terms of the overall team. Obviously, the offense leaves a lot to be desired, but I do believe that he's kind of still figuring things out. We're only 12 games into the year. I don't think we need to immediately overreact, but I understand why. We're 8-4. There's an opportunity where it could be 10-2 with the right decisions. So that's where I kind of understand where fans are coming from. But I do think we need a little kind of just halt it just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't, because I think I saw a post say we need to get rid of Udoka. Are you crazy? No,
That's kind of
fuck no.
crazy. I'm a big Udoka guy, and I think a lot of people either love it or hate him. I understand why.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I want to keep some consistency with the team. And with consistency being said, let's talk about the inconsistency of the city jerseys. I'm just kidding. But we're going to talk about these city jerseys that the Rockets released today. I'm a big fan of them. They're kind of an ode to our back-to-back championships, an ode to the Summit, the namesake of our podcast. So, with all that being said, DJ, I want you to be honest here, man. I want you to tell me, how do you really feel about the jerseys? Because I'm not going to lie to you. I like them.
I like them, but I don't get the hate. Like, oh, they're ass. Nah, they could be better. I don't like how it says H-Town on it. Did the ones last year say H-Town or say Houston?
No, I think they said Houston last
Houston.
year.
Yeah.
Was it the Dunkster Knot, right?
Yeah, the Dunction Knot.
I think it said Houston. I think it said Houston.
Well, I think it's just the font and the way they use H-Town. They could have done it better. But overall, I like it. You know, I guess the colors have like a meaning or a symbolization or something.
Well, I mean, it's kind of an ode to championships. You got the golds. You got a little bit of the navy to kind of give a little small head nod to the later years of the Summit.
Yep.
But I think that it complements really well. I'm not a fan of the stripes on the shorts. I understand why, because it's kind of the shape of the banners.
Yeah.
But it's just not something that I feel.
I think that's the most popular like part of this jersey. It's the shorts. Like everybody loves the
No,
shorts.
I agree. I've seen a lot of people have raved about the shorts. We've seen actually some product be prematurely released at Academy. Shout out to Dex. Have fun out there. But, you know, they prematurely released them, and someone had posted them on Twitter, and the shorts and the shirt look pretty dope, if you ask me. But, I mean, just the dedication overall to the Summit. If you saw the court,
Beautiful.
the court looks fucking fire.
Beautiful.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, as an ode to our podcast and what we're about, you know, we're about dedicating to the past and paying homage to what the greatness was for the Houston Rockets and what we're trying to achieve today and forever. Let's be real here. But I think it's a beautiful thing. I personally enjoy it, and I do believe that once we see it on the floor, I know that there's a lot of hoopla and a lot of negativity.
Yep.
But when we see it on the floor Friday, tomorrow, today is what, November 13th, 14th?
14th.
November 14th. So you guys will see it on the floor November 15th tomorrow. We'll be the real judges then, because when you see Jalen Duncan like he's Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, then, you know, that might look a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, you know, as we're mentioning it, tomorrow, There is a game.
Yeah, we got a
DJ.
game tomorrow. Against them
Yeah,
boys
we do, man.
again.
Yeah, we're playing against James Harden again. Can he go away, please?
Eason.
I mean, I got nothing but love for James, but I need you to get out of my city, bro. Like, you
Love.
ain't here no more. You're an
Love
LA
it.
guy. You're a California guy.
Love is just a strong ass.
I said I got love. I said I don't love him. There's a major difference here.
I don't know. It's just the way he left. I'm kind of
We all feel
But you know what?
that way. It's fine.
He's second greatest rocket of all time.
It's
I'm not about to
fine.
complain.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
the
he's probably at his
strip
restaurant,
club.
or he might be hanging out at let's see, maybe in downtown, midtown Houston, probably. I think there's an event tonight
No.
that somebody that we do know had posted today. Maybe James will be there. I won't mention the bar,
You never
but
know.
one of our friends of our wrestling podcast posted about it, so maybe he'll be there. I don't know.
I don't know.
We're not spreading rumor and innuendo, but we're just saying. But DJ, with the game tomorrow, I want a prediction.
Prediction.
I want 3 keys for victory, even though we did literally just beat this team on Wednesday, yesterday.
Right.
And I want you to predict who will be our highest scorer and the final score.
All right. 3 keys. Well, obviously, number one, I think contain Zubac. Zubac, he's been going on this nice little tear. Yesterday he had
Dude, Zubac has been killing it.
Dude, he's been killing it. But yesterday he had 8 points, 6 rebounds. I think he was in foul trouble as well. Let me check.
We can thank LP for that.
Yup. Shout out to LP for that. I'm pretty sure he was in foul trouble because there was no way. 4 foul. No, 2. Oh wow, I was wrong.
You know what that means? If he was 8 and 6 yesterday, for all of our NBA betting degenerates, take the over on him tomorrow. He'll probably end up getting like 20 and 15. That's just usually how it goes for the Rockets.
That's how it goes. But yeah, contain Zubac again. Keep him,
Contained.
Keep him contained.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. Number 2, Terra Twins. Oof. Wow. Terra Twins got to do what they need to do, man. I think that when they come in the game, obviously, like we said before, the impact is shown. They come in the game, they do what they did against James Harden like they did on, Wednesday. No, Wednesday. Sorry. On Wednesday, I think we got a chance. And then finally, number 3, because Sengun didn't really play back. It was just him shooting wise, and then he could have had many assists.
Numbers wise, he didn't play as well. But he did get a double-double. He was 13 and 11 last night.
I'm not gonna say I expect a Jalen and Sengun masterclass because, they're just it's just been a little weird, but it is what it is. Number 3, keep the lead. Keep the lead. Don't pull what y'all did in the fourth quarter because it was against the third stringers, and it was Terrence Mann and the third stringers, and they just started coming back because I think they went on a 17-5 run, brought it back down to 2, and it took a Sengun dunk and a block, kind of sort of, to seal the game. So, yeah, if you have a big lead, keep it. So let's not do that. Let's not talk away a big lead. Final score. I'm gonna do 120, 105. Rockets win. Get our first win.
Blowout?
Yep.
What?
15-point blowout. We get our first win in the NBA Cup.
I like that.
I like it. Yep. I like it.
I like that confidence. Who's the leading scorer?
Leading scorer. It's either no, not a man. I'm gonna say Sengun or Tari.
Sengun or Tari.
Sengun.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, I think if it's Tari, then that means Sengun probably has a lot of assists. So
yeah,
I'll say Sengun or Tari. Let's go with that.
Okay. Well, this is what I'm gonna say for my 3 keys. Number 1, control the boards.
Facts.
That's one of the things that I wouldn't say the team has struggled with, but that's something that we focus on now. And more boards, more possessions, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah,
that's something that we can control.
Yeah, we
have the athleticism.
Yeah, we
controlled. So that's
it
something that I think that would be the thing that could definitely propel us to victory. Yeah. Number 2, star power, LP and Jalen. I need to see more from them in terms of consistency. The numbers weren't so hot last night, but if they're able to get into a little bit more of a comfortable rhythm, maybe we can see it. I mean, LP definitely showed up at the end. Jalen did his thing in the first quarter and the third quarter. It was enough to carry us through. But like you said, keeping a lead. That's one of the main issues. And I'm always going to say it in every time we talk about 3 keys. Transitional defense, because we suck at transitional defense. Even though I feel like we might be better, we're just not.
You thought we were bad last?
We get a little lackadaisical.
Did you get a chance to like watch?
I watched the second half. I did not watch, but we looked good.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
I didn't think we looked
like Alp
bad.
and Amen getting those chase down blocks. Whew,
Yeah,
it
that was amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't think we looked necessarily bad, but
I mean, I'll say this every
tough.
time I call it out, we kind of get a dub. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to stick to what works. You know what I'm saying? But before we go home here. Oh wait, hold on.
Wait,
I didn't predict the
say,
score
make
and my
the
final
score
score.
prediction,
Okay.
my man.
So we're gonna say this. Fred VanVleet, I think he's actually gonna lead the team in scoring. I think he's gonna come out. James Harden's slow. He's partying in Houston. He ain't guarding shit.
Damn.
I think Fred's gonna actually get some open shots, and I think that Fred will probably hit not probably. I'm predicting he hits 4 or 5 threes tomorrow.
Okay, that's not bad.
And you got to have good rest, gain some confidence. Even though Fred, no offense, man, you're old, but I think that you still got it in you. And my final score will be 118-110.
Okay,
That's what I'm
bad.
saying.
That's not bad.
Rockets. Let me specify, because we ain't predicting Rockets L's here. This ain't what we do. But before we go home here, DJ, let the people know where they can find you on socials, brother.
Obviously, the main one, the only one, Hustle Town Season. I'm not giving y'all my IG. Y'all don't need to see all that. Y'all need to see all that.
That's just a
private
little. That's a
man.
little personal.
That's a little personal.
We ain't about that. We ain't
I'm a
about
private
that.
man. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That had me dead. Make sure to follow me over on socials at JP_Mirabueno. Make sure to follow us on X/Twitter at Summit SOMPOD.
Boom.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Summit State of Mind _POD. Make sure to follow our brothers, our familia over here at Apollo NBA and Apollo HOU. And before I even leave here, make sure to super kick that subscribe button over on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment whether you like us or not. Because let me tell you this. If you like us, I don't need that comment, bro. Like us, comment. Keep us in the algorithm, guys. We need it. We're here for it. Subscribe to us. We're at 11.9K subs right now. We're relatively close to 12K. So we can totally use your help. We'd love to get there. And we always appreciate you guys' support. And make sure to always follow all of our other podcasts here over on Apollo. We got the NBA podcast. We're going to keep it
Zero Gravity
with our boy Stoney, Josh Garcia, and a few of the other guests over here at Apollo. Make sure to keep up with Off the Gridiron with Garrett and Noah, my 2 favorite dudes that cover football.
Get together.
And
get to fucking go to Texas. I'm not playing, man.
Yeah, we need y'all. Monday night. Come on, guys.
Please.
And our favorite baseball podcast, Beyond the Diamond, with our boys Dez, Brian, and occasionally producer Josh hanging out over here with us. But, so make sure to follow us, subscribe, show us some love. We always appreciate it. And before we go home here, let's make sure to say, go Rockets, go Apollo, watch some basketball. And what do we say, DJ?
Yeet.
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 Hello.
Hello.